Here be monsters.
Only the
That's the new chapter.
in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Then we'll speak to her. Oh, new quest.
One way or another.
You'll have your redemption, Jill. This is really important for her. Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divide the disposition of the realms, our armies, and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive, that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Her by her. Oh, I could have done something else here. But I'm not a linguist, so... Byron Rosfield, the younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and the warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the empire and Byron stripped of his title, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the empire's ire and to keep their attentions from his support from the Guardians of Flame. Well, he's doing very good work of that. So... Oh, there's 2 quests. Okay, let's do these side quests first.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure, if it's not anything with a chocobo.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient.
Better not be a chocobo.
No doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Yeah, culinary pilgrimage. Oh, I'm such a disaster.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
He's not a monster.
Back, are ya? Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and an apprentice that knows his hammer from his caw. Oh, and the furnace is alright and all, thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Good to have you. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout.
If you have like
Sorry, will it
a
be?
very, very good sword.
I mean, the Levin Bolt is fine, but I want something like the Flame Tongue. You got that? I don't think you do. I really wanted this one, but we don't have the Stormcry and we don't have the Fire Shard. Oh well. Levin Bolt. Let's just continue using it. It's just I don't really like the skinny swords because it doesn't look well with Clive's whole aesthetic.
else?
I mean, it's not sheeted properly. And also, it looks like something Ultima would have.
Bloody dust.
It looks like it should be his aesthetic and not Clive's. Just saying. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs barred like slum curs. But neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realized what a sinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you appraised. Gav. So good to have Gav, because he is like this silent assassin, just getting all the good information. A flame none the brighter. My Lord Marquess, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any one of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago. A true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the Sword of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Wade. Oh, it's so good to have Wade back. I mean, we didn't get too much time with him, but the time we got with Wade was very important. An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning, sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these. What for their foul bite, but for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. Otto. Oh my god, my Sid. Oh. I don't know when I'll be over Sid. I think never. I think never. Such a fine man. But so is Clive. And he, hands down, has got the best kind of personality.
Typical nobles, cowering behind their walls.
He doesn't have one bad characteristic to him.
How did we never
But I hope
hear
he's
that
not
these
so
guardians every
forgiving
day?
with
Never
Annabella.
heard about
Swords to
us, I
see to
expect.
them.
A part of me thought Drake's head might be the last crystal we ever cracked. But I'm glad I was wrong.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Oh. Such is the renown of Sid... Oh, sorry. Berserker ring? Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time rattling on about your endeavor than making any endeavor of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particular enamored sword left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A busy courtesan. I think this is not too much contrasted because I can't read it properly. I think I need glasses. Or contact lenses.
Come again?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think I will remove the Gill one. Berserker Ring. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. No, for their fearless, okay, do. Let's just try it. We'll see what it does. Something with the dodge proficiency, seems like. And we've got this one, the Breath of Fire, which is really good if you have the Rising Flame. Or Rebirth, I mean.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
You don't got anything that can
Always
catch my
something
eye,
in
so...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorne. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Wow. I said it before, but the emotional intelligence that Clive has, like, where are those men? Where? Like, he even said, leave him alone if he wants to be left alone.
There's many a man and maid who'd gladly welcome young Cole down there to their beds. Me? I only have eyes for goat.
Goat?
There's a man I could get behind, though I'd rather have him behind me.
This lady, oh my god. Wow, she really switches up her love interest like socks. And goat too, okay. Whatever rocks your boat.
I could have sworn we had a few.
I mean, has she seen Clive? He's like running around talking to her as well. Like, has she seen him? Wait, he's probably way above her league, so she doesn't even recognize him. She's like, nope, can't even think about it.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to?
Yay!
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him.
Right.
You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Nothing is stupid if it's keeping you down.
Charon and I
Just tell us.
have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit.
He's
Put
jealous.
the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There.
That's why.
You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right,
Hey,
we're going.
we're just trying to help. Okay, so how can we help him? Do we need to find this fan again? His pride was in the way.
Blackthorne is a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Not a
Blackthorne's
stupid
always
piece of
taken
leather
pride
to
in his
him.
craft. Questioning it means questioning himself.
Yeah.
Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that curass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Charon.
What a man Clive is.
Monsters take
Problem solver.
to Lady Charon.
Love that.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many notes as he does.
There he is. Torgal.
Charon, do you have a moment? Blackthorne mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorne cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Caer Norvent, that was it.
Thank you, Charon.
Caer Norvent.
We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Okay, so Caer Norvent.
Blackthorne says someone's bound to have heard of him. I'll do a bit of poking around, see if I can't find something out. Good luck in Sambrec, and watch out for that griffin. They're nasty bastards, they are.
Well, so you say. But Clive is strong. We'll manage. We're probably not even gonna die.
Typical.
So, use the hunt board. Can we, like, quickly teleport? Ask about griffin sightings. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one. The locals called Dozmare. Dozmare? Dozmare? I kinda wanna say it like that. Dozmare. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Caer Norvent, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks. Okay. Much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children? What? This one eats chocobo and children? Oh well, then we definitely have to go after it. So, Caer Norvent, Westgate, Sambrek. We know where Caer Norvent is. Why is it still a plus above his head? Do I need to take it or something? No. I'm gonna go after the other two as well. Glorious Gate. Is there another Caer Norvent? Oh, we have a quest over here. Martha's Rest. Oh, right! We have the Culinary quest. Yeah, we did. It sounded like a flower of some sort. We were gonna talk with the butcher here.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
There he is.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails.
Oh.
Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And
So why
even if
does he
they
want to
were,
boil
you
this?
won't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
We're not gonna try and eat that, Clive, are we? Okay, it's all over that way. So let's go there. Clive, please don't eat it because, like that butcher said,
Stay sharp.
it was only something they ate at tough times. So probably not tasty like at all. It's so freaking cold. Summer is going away quickly. Ooh. So scorpion's tail. Who's gonna be the test subject? Is it him? The butcher? Here they are.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
And a bunch of them. How much did we need? He's not gonna make food for the entire highway, is he? I hope not. Because people might die. I mean, you're poisonous, right? Maybe we can tell him that maybe it's not so safe eating it. But then again, people ate it before and didn't die, I assume. Assuming they didn't die. They might have gotten like health issues later on, but
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Nothing else here, right? Nothing else. Go back to the hideaway. Like the name of the song. Hideaway.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Yes.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong,
Not my problem.
but that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I
Ew.
present Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity.
Don't eat that.
Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Go ahead.
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
He's so nice about it. Oh my gosh. I freaking love Clive. I love him so much. Well, Clive, now that you don't have any competition because Sid is dead, you're just gonna have to be the best guy in this game. Or you know what? He's actually the best protagonist in all of the Final Fantasy games I've played so far. I'm gonna play all of the other ones as well, but I'm having a hard time thinking that anyone could top Clive, because he's such a good character, and what is the word I'm searching for? There's a word I'm searching for. He's what is it? Okay, it will come back to me. Oh, yeah, we were looking at this griffin. Where is it? It's supposed to be at Caer Norvent, right? Between two places. Was that it? Lost Wing. Why did I go here? Hold on. That's more. Dragons something. There's nothing Caer Norvent here. Oh, there's a place I've not been to. Going down Clearview. And did I go there? Okay, what was I even talking about? Okay, I'm going to have to head to Caer Norvent, but I was speaking about Clive being the best protagonist. I'm not gonna say male or female protagonist, he's just the best one. Hands down, the best one. Like, his characteristics are so likable, and he's such a gentleman, a good man. And not this kind of edgelord, oh, I just want to take revenge, and that's like his entire personality.
Good day to you. See.
And he has emotional intelligence, y'all.
The crystals we get from the tail of all but work.
I think Square Enix usually makes these very like grumpy edgelord male characters. I thought that also about Lightning, like she was so similar to like Cloud, but I got a totally different image of her while playing the game. At first, I just kind of was a little bit irritated by her attitude. Like she was not good to other people, even people that were very, very important to her sister, like Snow, for example. But she grew on me very much because she had such an interesting character development arc. Like, it was night and day. And you could like really feel for her later on. And Clive, he's just so likable. Like, there is nothing about Clive that I do not like. I'm just hoping that he can also be, since he's such a dead gentleman and has such a good heart, I'm still thinking that I hope he's not naive. I hope that he knows that some people, like his mother, don't deserve a second chance. So I'm hoping for him to be cold. Because she's been nothing but freaking horrible, freaking horrific to watch Clive. And that we cannot do. That is unforgivable. Are we even on the right path? I do not know. I might have to just cut it and see.
You're finished.
Let's see what I do.
This one.
This is a gate, right?
Time to fight.
Go for it.
Wow.
Get it, boy.
Of course, we cannot ignore Torgal. Torgal, we're gonna have to pet you as well, not just give you candy.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
I do see something up there. Oh, it does look like a griffin. If it wouldn't have moved, I wouldn't even have seen it. Because it was the erratic movement that made me see it. Oh, an obelisk. Please activate, because I don't know if I'm gonna die here. Let's hope not. Let me just grab this one as well. 2 gil. Okay. Let's just throw gil at it. You're gonna come down? Yep. There we have it. And the bounty, 8,500. Ooh. We're gonna be rich. Rich, rich, rich.
Look sharp.
Level 28.
Attack!
Ooh. You could stun me as well, but that's not good.
Over here!
Remember, don't go outside the line, wherever that line is. Let me just fly over you.
Get him!
That's stunning tactic. Okay, that's what the Berserker ring does. That's really good. When you dodge, that's what happens. I like that. Now we're doing so much more damage. Oh! What am I doing? Alright, can I switch anything? I can actually switch mid-combat? I didn't know. Okay, this is gonna be useful. But can you do this in boss battles, so? What? Unable to change it? Oh! I guess that does make sense. It did a similar dive that Garuda did with the big one. It was the nose dive though.
Get him! Slow pull!
It's so refreshing to have a character like Clive who actually really cares about people around him. I mean, from the moment when he saw Jill and knew who she was, he was like, I'm gonna protect her at all costs. He threw aside everyone else. He was like, I'm not about to kill her. And then ended up killing Charon. But it's not like he was a friend of Clive's either. He just wanted to kill him after Clive didn't want to kill Jill anyway, so not a trustworthy person. And I think that also is something that makes Clive so freaking good, because he doesn't feel naive. And I'm hoping he stays that way. Wait. They can do two things at once. Okay.
Let's roll ready.
Kill!
I do not want him to be a naive character. You can still be a good character even though you can like judge people's actions and not forgive them for it. Like, forgiveness is not something you have to give people. Some people just... they don't deserve it. So. You can also like forgive but not forget. But in Clive's case, I mean, don't forgive your mom. She should be a notorious mark. She should be on the hunt board. Some people don't deserve your kindness. That's what I'm saying.
There's something there, boy.
Oh. Is that the man? Do you have a leather curass, maybe?
Are you alright?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Kamil. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Charon?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a curass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
We'll see if he wants to help us out.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that curass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorne's mood.
He's so caring. Now we got the treated leather. So we'll just go back to Blackthorne and show it to him. And hopefully he can make some better swords for us and stuff. I don't want a new outfit, so... Hopefully we won't get a new outfit, because I really love this one. Did we pick lightning rod instead? I'm thinking that yes. Since I tried this in the training and it seemed very good to be used with Garuda, you know, quick attacks. And also when using like ignition and willow wags, it did a lot of damage. So that's gonna be very useful. Although more so useful in a one-on-one battle. Since it doesn't follow the target or anything, it's just placed. Going back to the hideaway.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody busybodies, the both of you.
He's such a grumpy old man,
How'd it go,
but I
Clive?
like it.
Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Yay! Maybe we'll see a little smile. Come on. No. Not even. Slide. Maybe if we do several more of them quests.
But that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Kamil, I believe.
Oh, I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Kamil guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorne.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Do I see quite a smile? Just a tinge? Like...
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorne in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Blacksmith blues. Oh, Drake Slayer's belt design draft. Ooh, was that what we used leather for? Oh. Okay. Recipe unlocked. Nice. We're probably gonna do more of his quests later on. You have obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorne in the Hideaway for details on material requirements.
Clive. What do you want?
Oh, Electrum. That's what we need. Okay, I'm gonna check the hunts board. But I'm probably gonna run around trying to find the hunt notorious marks, so maybe I'll just skip them. Like, not record them, or just record when I find them?
Anything else?
You do that. I remember. Speak with Vivian. If we're ready.
Typical nobles.
I think we could talk with her.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But
Jill needs revenge.
Thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Jill definitely wants to take her revenge. I'm gonna check where these hunt marks are. So we have two. The Angel of Death, Caer Norvent, should be a winged harpy. And this guy, Eastpool, on a hill. I'll just have to check. Broken Hilt, Rosaria. I'll just have to check for those two. And then in the next episode, I will speak to Jill and we'll continue the main quest. So thank you all for watching and bye bye!